As we get started, make sure you have this handout or a piece of paper to take notes. This video is going to introduce the different market structures that we cover in microeconomics. Because it's almost Halloween, in this activity, you're going to sell me candy. I'm going to buy candy from you, and you're going to get to choose the price. I'll pay anything from 1 cent to $1, anywhere in between 50 cents, 99 cents. You're going to get to choose the price, and hopefully this demonstrates some of the characteristics of the different markets we're going to discuss. We're going to do this activity multiple times. If you don't have the handout that's attached to this video or came with this video, grab a piece of paper just to jot down the prices that you choose in each scenario so that you can have them for class. So we're going to start in a perfect competition model. So all 18 students in class are going to choose a price, and I'm going to look at everybody's price, and you won't know what other people choose for a price, but you get to choose any price. Remember, 1 cent to $1, and I'm going to choose who of the sellers I'm going to buy from. I'm only going to buy one piece of candy. I'm not going to buy something from everybody. So I'm going to pause, take a second, and jot down between 1 cent or $1 how much you're going to sell a piece of candy for. And everybody's selling the same piece of candy. We'll call it candy corn. Everybody has candy corn. It's the same thing, yellow, orange, white, same taste, same amount of sugar. Everyone has the same piece of candy corn, and you can charge me anywhere between 1 cent and $1. Choose the price that you want to sell your candy corn for. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the different prices and I'm going to look for who's selling for the cheapest. So I'm going to look around, and if someone says 99 cents, I'm probably not going to buy from them. Hopefully someone says something like 5 cents, 3 cents. My guess is someone out there really wanted to sell their candy corn, so I would buy it from them. My guess is somewhere between 1 cent to 5 cents. Now we're going to run this activity again. I'm going to go through and again choose to buy a piece of candy corn from someone in our class. So take a second, and now we're going to do the exact same activity, exact same parameters. Again, choose your price somewhere between 1 cent and $1. All right, so you've chosen your price. I'm going to ask everyone what their price is, and the same thing. My guess is this time someone wants to sell. They don't want to be stuck with the extra candy corn. It's of no use for you in this market. You really want to sell the candy that you have in front of you. Someone's going to say 1 or 2 cents, and that's the person I'm going to buy it from. This is one of the ideas that's central to perfect competition. It's that the price gets driven down to the lowest possible price. All right, we're going to change the parameters. Now consider that in front of you, you have a payday candy bar, a whole big candy bar. And you get to choose somewhere between 1 cent and $1 that you're going to sell this candy to me for. Here's what's different. You're the only person selling to me. So I'm going to buy one piece of payday candy bar, or one candy bar, from each person in class. I'm going to go up to you. I'm going to say, I want to buy a payday candy bar from you. How much does it cost? You're going to tell me the cost, and I'm going to pay that. And then I'm going to go to the next person and do the exact same thing. So take a second now and choose your price anywhere between 1 cent and $1. I hope for the sake of my wallet that you chose something that wasn't $1, but if you're a smart business person, you should have chosen $1 for the price, because you get to tell me the price I'm going to pay you. You could have said 50 cents. I guess I'd like you a little bit more, but you would make less money, and the goal is to be a profit maximizer in this activity. So in case you didn't, here's the second opportunity in case you didn't choose the maximum price. Choose any price between 1 cent and $1 for me to buy the payday from you, and jot that down now. Hopefully this time you sort of understood that I'm going to buy the candy bar from you no matter what price you choose. All right, I'm going to change the parameters now. It's not the entire class, which is perfect competition. It's not the payday, which was just the monopoly where you were the only person selling that. But we're going to go to what's called a market called an oligopoly. And in an oligopoly, it's just you and one other seller. So I'm going to break down the class by you and the person sitting immediately next to you, like at the same table. And I'm going to give you each a Reese's peanut butter cup. So this is the exact same product that you're both selling. By the way, Reese's peanut butter cup, definitely my favorite of the candy that we're choosing here. You're going to get to choose between 1 cent and $1 how much you want to sell, and I'm going to look and choose between which person I'm going to buy the candy bar from. So I'm going to give you a second. Remember, you won't know what the person next to you is charging. You need to figure out what you're going to charge. Take a second and jot down a price now. All right, so I'm going to ask you and your partner to both show me their price. I'm a pretty good consumer, a smart consumer. I'm going to buy my Reese's peanut butter cup from whoever is selling it for the cheaper price. If one person said 90 cents and the other said 60 cents, I'm going to buy it from the person that said 60 cents. If one person said 2 cents and the other person said $1, I'm going to buy it from the person who sold it to me or who's willing to sell it to me for 2 cents. That's the idea of an oligopoly. Now, here's where microeconomics gets really interesting. Past the 6-minute mark in the video. This is where it gets interesting, so hopefully you're still paying attention closely. You now get to compete. You're now competing against the person next to you. As you choose your price, you want to try to make a price that's less than them. So I'll give you an opportunity now, since you really want to sell the peanut butter cup to me, to write down another price, again, knowing how much the other person sold their Reese's peanut butter cup for or offered the price for, and you're going to compete against them. Again, write down a price. All right, so again, I'm going to look, and now you know what they chose last time, and now you're guessing, okay, what are they going to choose for a price this time? Did you both bid each other down here? That's really what happens in an oligopoly when two firms compete. They're going to keep undercutting each other's price. Here's the last example. Still in an oligopoly, but there's something brand new. You and your partner, the person next to you, can talk. You can agree on what price. So you both decide what your market price could be. So chat with the other person and figure out, decide, all right, what's going to happen? I'll give you 10 seconds before you write down your price. All right, now separate from your partner and write down your price. Here's the sneaky part about oligopolies. You might have just decided what the price that you're going to agree on. Maybe you both said, geez, we'll ratchet the price up to $1 and then split any profits. Who knows what you said? Now you get to choose your price. Your partner still doesn't know what the price is. Choose a price, write it down now. And here's the exciting part. We're going to come back together in class and we're going to share what different people's price point was in this competitive oligopoly situation. You might have said, you might have agreed upon a high price, but then when push comes to shove and you choose the price, maybe you undercut the other person to try to get my business. Let's see who I'm going to buy the candy from. See you in class.